It's 1643. King Charles I is on the throne, but he's being challenged by Parliament about his divine rule. The English Civil War has been running for just over a year. Brother has been set against brother, royalist against parliamentarian, Roundhead against Cavalier. And in the medieval town of Alton in Hampshire, they're about to give blood.
I'm Julian Humphrys and I work for the Battlefields Trust, which is a UK charity which is dedicated to preserving and promoting the history of Britain's battlefields. Well, we're at the moment in the churchyard of St Lawrence Church in Alton in Hampshire.
Yes.
And the reason why we've come here actually is because it's the site of one of the most extraordinary little battles of the entire English Civil War.
Wow, that's certainly a beautiful church.
Well, it certainly is, although of course on that day in 1643 the scene in here must have been nothing short of hellish.
Yes.
Right. Smoke everywhere from the muskets and the pistols.
Right.
Dying and wounded men everywhere, blood, even dead horses. One of the accounts says that the royalists took shelter behind dead horses in here. And you have to imagine, I suppose, that in December 43, all along this wall, where the tombstones now stand, you would have had royalist musketeers leaning out here with their muskets, trying to pick off any parliamentarians as they came across the fields that were once here, or the steep roads leading up from the town itself. And if all else fails, of course, they can fall back into the church, which is behind us.
My name is Father Godfrey. I'm the rector of Plumpton and East Sussex, and I look after 3 churches in the South Downs. It was St Michael's here that presented us with the real problems. It is an underused church, almost redundant. We did all the usual fundraisers, dinner parties, concerts, going to English heritage trusts and what have you, which raised most of the money. But to continue to raise awareness, I came up with another idea. I brew once a month, and it's either a bitter, during the summer it's almost always a golden ale, and I also do a dark old ale. It's all stainless steel. Right. Beautiful stainless steel. And we have, it's basically built out of old cellar tanks, 5-barrel cellar tanks. And we have a water heater, water tank we start off with.
Could you just show me that?
Which is here. This is the water tank in which the water is heated up to 72 degrees Fahrenheit, 72 degrees centigrade. And then it is mixed with the crushed malt in this vessel, which is called the mash tun, to make a mash. There are some who thought it was a wonderful idea and really take it on board. There were others who were very, very against it.
My name's Scott Ralph. I'm an historic buildings consultant and I act on behalf of the Diocese of Chichester with regard to their closed church buildings. It's not very usual for a church building to close, actually. I think it's a general perception that it happens quite often, but actually I would say probably 1 or 2 cases a year in the Diocese of Chichester. Well, Merston St Giles was closed, basically because, I mean, it was a daughter church, it was like a chapel of ease. Just up the road is a small hamlet of Merston, and there would have been farm workers, and when they came to worship, they simply walked here. And as time's gone by, of course that's changed, not as many farm workers, and people have got ready access to public transport and their own cars. So actually, the need for this building is far less. I mean, this is a Grade 1 listed church, so it's offered the highest protection available to it. And actually, I think a preservation trust or something that would look to make minimal alterations to the building would probably be the sort of thing that would happen. Unlikely to go down a route of residences and the like, just simply because it's not feasible.